We are talking to Vinny Hickerson from Trailer Choir. Good morning, Vinny.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Holla, holla.
We're good. We're looking forward to seeing you out here before too long, man.
Absolutely. You know, May 30th, we're coming down for the second annual Music with a Mission. Obviously, everybody would remember last year with Colt Ford and how great that went. And
Yep.
This year we come back with some great friends, some hometown heroes, the Matt Hoss Jackson crew.
Yep.
All the girls from Avenue Beat who we love, and then,
Yep.
of course, Trailer Choir. But then we're bringing our buddies from Nashville, Highway Run, and also the Cadillac 3, who I'm sure everyone's familiar with because of their six tumble with Florida Georgia Line and Luke Bryan and all those guys. So,
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a great show, full day. Before we get into all of that, tell us how your band, Trailer Choir, is doing right now. What's going on?
Man, you know, we're doing great. We actually just got out of a record label meeting the other day with, talk about the new single and new videos, what we're going to do, moving forward with this record label, which is Average Joe's, which is Colt Ford's label.
Uh-huh.
We kind of just really molded that relationship last year, and they ended up asking us on the label. So lots of great things coming, new music and all kinds of fun stuff.
Very good. Of course, everybody knows you from the big hit a few years ago, Rockin' the Beer Gut. I'm sure that changed you guys' lives.
It absolutely changed our lives. You know, we went from being, a frat party band, a bar band, and which we still do those because we love them. But we got to take it and make sure that was our job, So every day I got to wake up and live my dream. And, that's because of everybody out there listening and requesting and loving Rockin' the Beer Gut. So we're definitely appreciative of, y'all playing it and making us big stars in Quincy and all through Missouri and Illinois. So
Yeah, no problem. I'm sure that's still a favorite every time you do a show.
Oh, yeah, everybody sings along. All the girls come up and pull up their shirts and pat on their beer bellies, and then some guys get up there and pull up their shirts and pat on their beer bellies. It's great.
You've probably seen more than your fair share of beer bellies in your life.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just one of those things when as soon as they hear, as soon as they've heard the first part, they just come up there and look at my beer gut.
Yep.
Well,
yep.
And, the good thing about it is you can buy beer in a six-pack or a keg. We've seen them all. So.
That's true. Good point. A lot of people also know you personally from your time on The Biggest Loser. Tell us about that.
The Biggest Loser was amazing for me. It saved my life. I know you can every now and then see bad stuff across, the internet and on TV about it. But for me personally, I was 27 years old, laying in a hospital bed, 453 pounds, about, pretty much telling me I wasn't going to make it to 30 years old.
Right.
That was 4 years ago now. And, saved my life. I went on there, I lost 211 pounds. And,
Jeez.
got my life back. I'm doing bodybuilding now and, really inspiring other people as well, helping other people. My brother's lost 100 pounds and, other people in my life and my family have been benefited, from what I got to go do there.
Wow.
So.
That's impressive. Well, congratulations and good for you. All right, Vinny, tell us about this whole Music with a Mission thing. Of course, we hear the words, we know it's a concert, but what's it really all about?
It was probably 2 years ago, I guess, almost 3 now, but my son come in selling donuts from school again.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with helping out the school. We put a lot of money into my son's school and try to help out as much as we can, but I was like, why is there, if our kids are all, overweight and obese and all this kind of stuff, why are they selling donuts and then bringing them to us to buy, which we end up selling? And so I was kind of complaining about it. My wife looked at me, she said, why don't you quit complaining and come up with something better?
Right.
And so I said, all right. So I sat down and started coming up with Music with a Mission.
Yeah.
And basically just said, you know what, a lot of times the parents end up selling a lot of tickets instead of the kids and all that, or the donuts. I said, what if we did a concert? I said, everybody can say, hey, you want to go to a concert with me?
Right.
And so tying in the music with that, and obviously one of my big things is my school never had a music program ever while I was growing up. They still don't to this day, because I went to, believe it or not, probably a smaller school than Mendon.
Yeah.
It was a very small school, and we just still to this day don't have any music, and that just really, I think, is a bad thing because music is universal. No matter what language you speak, if you're hearing a song, if you're hearing music, you know it.
Right.
So I just think it's something that should be very important in our schools. And so I thought, well, if I can, help each individual school raise money, they can spend it on whatever they want. But the ultimate goal of Music with a Mission is to help fund schools that do not have music programs or have, slacking or lacking music programs in order to get them, get the teachers paid, get the kids with instruments in their hands and let them explore their talents and opportunities for that talent, because I can't imagine how much better I may have been as a musician if I had been being taught from an early age instead of waiting until I was 18 to start learning how to play guitar.
Right, yeah. Good point. And music, I was in music in high school. My daughter was in music in high school, and she's in college now. And I don't know what either one of us would have done without music programs. It's really, it's extremely important and underrated by a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, for me, I was blessed. I was a very good athlete, but music was something I always had interest in. I always wanted to sing, and I was the big old 370-pound lineman on the football bus Friday night singing all the way to the gig. You know, everybody's like, "Shut up," you know. But that was kind of who I was. You know, I always had music in my life. But everybody doesn't have both sides of them. You know, some people can play music and they're not athletic. So if your school doesn't have that option, you know, you just kind of have nothing to do. You just kind of go to school and then come back home. You know, and I think that there should be an opportunity for every kid. You know, whether their talent is that they're, you know, super smart, if they're musically inclined, if they're athletic. You know, whatever it is that they have, I really feel like schools should have something in there for everybody to be part of an extracurricular activity so that they don't end up finding bad extracurricular activities.
Right. Very good. Well, it's a great idea you came up with. Thanks to your wife for pushing you a little bit, I guess, on that. And you're having, of course, this is our second one here, but you're having other ones, right?
Absolutely. We're working on another one out in New Mexico. We're working one up in Boston, Massachusetts. We've already had a couple smaller shows. They haven't been, you know, on the scale where we, you know, try to get, you know, 2,000 to 5,000 people out.
Right.
But, you know, at the schools in my hometown, we did one, and we was able to raise a decent little amount of money to start putting towards at least, you know, them to have an option to go to a choir teacher and things like that. And so they have started that, but they have to do it after school. It's not a class at the moment.
Right.
But at least they are starting to have some music going.
Right. All right. Well, man, we look forward to it. We look forward to seeing you guys up there rocking the Beer Gut and Cadillac 3, Mad Hoss Avenue Beat Highway Run. It's Saturday, May the 30th out at the Adams County Fairgrounds. Anything else you want to add, Vinny?
We're going to open up them gates at 3 o'clock and start, you know, some music. You know, bring out your good times. Bring out a blanket if you want to spread it out on the dirt out there. But you know, we'll have a lot of standing room, obviously, just like last year.
Yeah.
You know, we want people to come up and party with us and have a good time. And you know, we'll make sure everybody's safe. We'll have the security and the EMTs and all that good stuff out there to make sure you don't get heat logged if we end up having the kind of, you know, weather we had last year, which hopefully we do. So
right. All right. Well, Vinny,
I would say, yeah, we're going to be rain or shine, no matter what. We're going to put on this concert unless, you know, if there's a tornado or lightning or something, obviously we wouldn't. But if it's just rain, just bring your galoshes and then have a little mud fest with us.
All right. Sounds good. Vinny Hickerson with Trailer Choir and the brains behind Music with a Mission. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, thank you so much.